What's up everybody, I'm Jesse Showalter, and today I'm really excited because it's book review day. I love books. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Non-Designer's Design book, 4th edition by Robin Williams. Not that Robin Williams. This is one of the first design books I read when I got into graphic design, and I have reread this book multiple times because it focuses on pure design principles, color, typography, layout, and the basic principles you need to design for print or web or whatever. I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite things about this book, the way that it does certain things and explains certain things, who's this book good for, and what will it kind of offer you in the end. All that coming up next. What I love about the Non-Designer's Design book is the whole thing feels like a distilled down version of a design course. It doesn't feel like a short-changed version of a design course. It doesn't feel like they have thrown out lots of valuable content, but better, they've distilled it down to its simplest form, and so it just makes a lot of sense. It's only 200 and something pages. It's easy to read. The tone of it is really relatable, and they never spend too long on one topic kind of droning into the theory without giving you some way to engage and apply it in some sort of mini quiz or kind of project that they'll offer to you. The book starts out by talking about only 4 of the design principles, which the author says can kind of, all the other design principles can be distilled down to these 4, and I tend to agree. Those 4 that she talks about are contrast, repetition, alignment, and proximity. If you can understand those 4, you'll just be so far advanced in understanding design, in reading design, in having a design vocabulary, and figuring out what makes good or bad design. From there, she focuses on 2 other things in the book, only 2 other things: color and typography. This is why I love this book, because I truly feel that if you understand some of the core basic design principles like the ones I mentioned, as well as how to use color, how not to use color, and how to use typography and not abuse typography, the sky starts to become the limit on what you can do. What I really love about this book is there's quite a bit of it that's actually application that you can actually do and make and create and have some sort of motivation to start applying all the techniques that you learn here. I think it's actually in chapter 8 where she takes you into a section about extra tips and tricks, specifically on how to design business cards and letterhead and flyers and newsletters and postcards. It's not necessarily saying these are the end-all be-all designs, but the examples that are offered are simple enough for you to understand why one looks bad and one looks good. And so it offers you the opportunity to go out and actually apply and put into practice the things that you're learning, which I think is the best way to learn. Learn by doing, start making. After the author teaches you design principles and gives you some tips and tricks on how to design specific things, they're gonna dive into typography full blast, talking about the essentials of typography like kerning and type contrast and direction and structure and form and weight and size, everything you need to know about typography. And then again, quizzes and applications to put it into play, which is super nice. I love that at the end of the book that she jumps out of theory and she kind of dives more into the practical, learning the design process and kind of, training your eyes to be design eyes. All of that in the book is super priceless. Who is this book for? I think I've already talked about it a little bit, but I think this book is fantastic for people who are novice designers, amateur designers, people who want to study design but don't have the time or the money to go through some sort of formal training for design. This is a great book for you because it's going to teach you all the basics you need as well as encourage you to create and to make. I think one thing that you could do if you are an amateur designer or a new designer and you're using this book is download one of multiple free softwares out there like Figma or Gravit Designer and follow along. Take heavy notes and then follow along and actually do create, make as you're going through the book. I think that's really going to help you. Well, that's it. That's my 2 cents on the Non-Designer's Design book by Robin Williams. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I do lots of videos about design and development and the occasional book review as well, so stick around. If you have any questions about the book or anything in general, make sure to leave those down in the comments. I'll get back to them as soon as I can. I hope you guys are having an amazing week designing amazing things, making amazing things, and reading the books that stir up your creativity and your desire to do. I'll see you in the next one.